welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Like, you have no idea how appreciative I am. Make sure to like, comment, share, and only subscribe if you really want to subscribe. I don't want no fake subscribers up in here, okay? Don't feel pressured to subscribe. Don't feel the pressure. I'm not asking you to. It's totally up to you. Today, guys, we're going to be doing an updated version of how I retwist my locks. As you can see, my babies are like, girl, I never thought my hair would be this long. Girl, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm flabbergasted. I'm not even 3 years yet. I'll be 3 years in April. Because my locks have been growing pretty well, I don't like doing the other method that I did before, and I will leave that link down below of how I retwist my locks for people who have locks that are in that stage. You can check out that video down there. But this is going to be my updated version of how I retwist my locks because, girl, I can't be having those pins in my hair the way that they are, and it just be picking at my head, and then I can't sleep because I'm the type that lets them air dry. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Guys, let me know in the comments. I don't have a hair dryer. Yeah, I don't have a hair dryer. I want one that you can kind of like put the cap on and sit under. Maybe I'll invest in one of those. But for now, like, I just let my locks air dry. So yeah, I don't know. I got my coffee. I just woke up, so you know, I had to make my coffee. But if you guys want to see any of my hair related lock videos, you can definitely go back in the vault. I have a pretty good handful of them. My best one, how I dyed my locks, has like almost 5,000 views all by myself. So thank you guys so much for watching that and giving that video so much support. I just did that video on a whim. I was like, you know what? Let me just record myself dyeing my tips at the time. I didn't dye. I should have did that. I didn't record re-dyeing like my whole thing. I only did the tips, and that video is still getting a lot of views. I'll leave that down below as well. So thank you for that support. But yeah, check out my whole thing. I'm doing a thing here, just like recording how my locks are doing, the issues that I have with my locks, the buildup and all that stuff. Since I've started this new method of retwisting my locks, I haven't seen any buildup now that my regular hair color is pushing out the gold. I had dyed my hair gold because I was having issues with buildup, and I just couldn't take looking at it anymore. It was really pushing me the fuck off. So what I use is, of course, I wash my hair with the Dr. Bronner's. I'll leave that video down below as well. That's a funny video. But this stuff really, really, really cleans your hair. It brightens up the color. I really love it. Like, it looks dull now, but then once I wash it, it's gonna be like so dope. I've been using, I gotta get more, jojoba oil. And this is the brand Queen Helene. That's the brand that I use. This is definitely enough for me to retwist my hair, but I am gonna have to get more from the beauty store. And I think it's probably about $5, around there, $7, I don't know. This is definitely like $13 at Walmart, but it's worth it. And then of course I have some scrunchies. BB scrunchies, my favorite. And in my Sephora bag, I have my clips. You might want to get a little bottle of water to like spray your hair, because it's water and jojoba oil. That is all I use. I'm going to wash my hair, but sometimes when you're at a different section, the other part kind of dries up. So if you want a bottle of water, you can like spray it to re-moisturize it and stuff like that. And my whole goal is like the least amount of this you can use, the better, but you do want to make sure you get the scalp and stuff. So I'm going to go wash my hair and come back to you guys, and we're gonna get started. All right guys, I'm back. I just finished washing my hair and it feels really, really good. I love that Dr. Bronner's. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. So I'm gonna let this down, wring it out as best as I can. Ooh, girl. My hair has grown so much, it's honestly ridiculous. It's crazy. So before I washed my hair, I took a look at my own video where I did my first retwist. And something I want to tell you guys before you go and look at that video is the oil that I used in that video, the I think mango and lime retwist lock, it was in that bottle with the tube on it. Don't use that. Do not use that. I don't know. Well, I don't want to tell you what to do because everybody's hair is different and maybe your hair won't react the same way that mine did. But as you guys can see in that video, I was putting it in there and retwisting it and really saturating it. And when I tell you, months later, when I ended up doing the hair mask, that's where the buildup came from. It came from using that oil. And when I tell you, I used that oil for months. That's the oil that caused all that buildup in that video. So that's why I just switched to the jojoba oil. I'm not using that anymore. So that's just a disclaimer. First of all, let me turn around so y'all can see. Oh my God. Let me push y'all back a little bit. This is what we're looking like. All clean. What I do is that I just start section by section. I'm gonna start off in the front first so you guys can see. So let's start on this side. I'll just we'll start like with this section. So everything else is gonna get scrunchied. So that's what we got. What I do is I take 3 locks that are close together. So this is one of my skinnier ones. Oh my God, he's still alive barely. 1, 2, 3. Or I try to figure out what's the best one to put with that one. Maybe one that's back here. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I pulled out one from the ponytail. Okay, so I have 1, 2, and 3. I take jojoba oil, like 2 drops. That's it. And I put them on all 3 together. Seriously, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? That is it. Because before I was saturating it, you know what I mean? Then one by one, I take it and I twist. And I try to twist in the direction of the lock. I clip it down just to hold it. We're just holding it there. And then I take the other 2 and I twist. And I twist, and I twist, and I twist. And then I can hold that one with my finger. And then I take the last one and I twist. I'm going in the direction. They're all in different directions, but that's what I do. So I got my 3 that I twisted. And then I got my first one. I unclip that to make sure it's twisted. It didn't come loose. And then I got my fingers on those 3, making sure they're twisted in their directions. And then I braid, making sure they don't come untwisted from the direction that they're going. And that's what's gonna hold it. Okay, and that's the first section. No clips, nothing like that, just a braid. And I do my whole head just like that. All right, last section. Girl, I cannot believe how long my hair is. One of them I had to twist with just 2, so I clipped it so it wouldn't unravel. But this is the last section, y'all. Last 3. Voila, I am done. All right, guys, so I'm done. I have like 3 sections. I don't think there's any loose. 3 sections of braids going down, so I'm just gonna let this dry. And when it dries, then I'm gonna come back to you guys and undo it so you guys can see how it looks. But it didn't really take me that long to do because it's like you're just twisting and then braiding them down together instead of like taking one by one and then twisting it and then clipping it. So it actually didn't take that long. Now granted, it probably is not twisted as tightly as like just using the clips, but I don't want my retwist to be like real tight anyway. Like this is not tight. I know I can go to sleep if I wanted to. Like I don't have to keep these in because it's all braided. I just did that to keep the ends from unraveling. But if I wanted to take this out and then like pull it down or, you know, something like that, anything like that, I know I can sleep and I don't have these things. Like I really honestly don't even use these things. But you can, if you don't have like the ability to like twist one and then hold it, you can clip it and then twist the next one and then braid it down. Or put it into a style. I don't know. There's many different ways to do it. But the braid is what holds the twist together. So yeah, that's what I've been doing since they are a lot longer, and I like this method. It's faster. It doesn't feel like a huge chore. Like this literally took me, hold on, let me see what time it is. This literally took me 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I mean, before it would take me like 40 minutes to an hour. So I saved about like what, maybe like 20 minutes basically. So I'm gonna let this dry and I will come back to you guys later. All right, guys, I am back. It is actually the next day. I just got in from work because I work overnight. So what ended up happening is I wanted to do it for you guys earlier, but when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it's still not dry yet. So let me just go to work, do all that 8-hour bullshit, and then come back to you guys and we'll take it down. So it's definitely dry now. And we are going to take it down. I just kind of put it back so it looks somewhat together. A lot of people were saying, what did you do to your hair? Like, did you braid your hair? Every time I do this, I get questions like that because they know I have locks, but then it looks like I have less. And they're like, what did you do? And I was like, oh, this is just how I retwist. And I just take the locks and I braid them in 3s, and that's how it comes out. And they're like, oh. One thing I do like about, what the fuck is that? One thing I do like about this method though is that you get an automatic kind of like crinkled look. So we're just gonna take these out straight like that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Girl, what? There we go. See? Straight like that. So I'm gonna take out the rest of this and show you guys the final product. Okay guys, I think I got all of them out. Yeah, it feels like I have. So yeah, it just looks like spaghetti, and I know the ends are kind of lame, but you know, that's basically the idea. Now, I mean, it doesn't come out as, you know, sharp as if you had the clips on them, you know what I mean? But for me, that's what works. It's easier. It doesn't take that long for me to do, and I'm satisfied as long as it, you know, looks somewhat neat and somewhat together. So yeah, that's the final look, and hopefully it looks good. And then the final thing I do is either I can take some more jojoba oil, this time a little bit more, and just put it on the whole thing if I want to, just to give it that sheen, darling. That's it. That's it, girl. That's all I did. You know, I'm no professional, so if you want it to look tighter, you know what I'm saying, go to your loctician, I'm sure, you know what I'm saying. But if you're doing it on your own, see, I'm doing it on my own, not just to really save coin, but because my journey with my locks is so personal to me. I want to be the one that said I did that, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't let anyone touch my hair. It works for me. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Also, make sure to that's the same thing. Make sure to comment down below if you have any other hacks or any other ways that you retwist your hair if you do it yourself, you know what I'm saying? How do you do it? Do you put it up in a style and kind of let it dry that way? Do you get under the dryer? Do you air dry? What products do you use? Because I'm always looking for new products, but so far the jojoba oil has been working for me and I'm not using as much. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next goddamn video. Peace.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you. I'm about to go, yay. I'm about to go, yay. I'm about to go, yay. Go fuck what you say. I'm about to go, yay. I'm about to go, yay.